What's up, going on, legends? Welcome back to the channel. In today's How to Unlock video, we're going to be covering the CARV 2 tactical rifle from Cold War for those of you that are free to play in Warzone. Now, we did cover this weapon quite a long time ago whenever it came out. However, we're on a new map. There's tons of new players joining all the time, or overall, there could be people still struggling to unlock this, so I wanted to put out an updated version. You guys can expect me to cover some tips and tricks to make it a bit easier. We will go over the challenge so you know exactly what to do to unlock it, and I'll even give you guys a recommended loadout to best set you up for success. Now, before we dive into it, if you guys do enjoy this content at any time or find this video helpful in any way, make sure to share your support for the channel. Go down below and smash that like button. Go ahead and throw an easy goal of 50 likes on today's video, as well as if you guys like to find your way back to the channel for more Call of Duty content, be sure to hit the subscribe button along with that notification bell so we don't miss you in future videos. Alright, in order to unlock it, of course, you're going to need to know what that challenge is. If you go to where you edit your loadout, go over to the tactical rifles, scroll down to the CARV 2. Your challenge should be read as follows. Using tactical rifles, kill 2 or more players rapidly in 10 different matches. In case there is any confusion with this challenge, essentially what this means is get a double kill or better, and you only got to get 1 in 10 different matches. Now, when it comes to game modes, you guys are more than welcome to dive into a limited time mode if you prefer those, whether it's a Clash playlist or something else, but we're going to go towards something a little bit more consistent, and I'm going to recommend that you guys dive into Plunder. The great thing about Plunder is it appeals to a wider variety of skill levels, being that the matches are 10 to 20 minutes and sometimes even longer, and they can tend to be obviously a little less chaotic, which could make it easier to get that progress you need towards your challenge. Now, when it comes to flying into the Caldera map, thanks to the Season 4 update, you're absolutely going to want to land at the Storage Town area. This is easily the place where you will find the most engagements, as tons of players are landing here to level up weapons, unlock their weapons, or they know it's the most populated place on the map, so they're landing here to rack up those kills. Now, obviously, it's important to get into as many engagements as possible, because the more engagements that you get into, the higher the chances are that you will be able to get a double kill, because obviously you're going to be putting yourself into more situations where as possible. Now, rapidly killing players in Warzone can be quite a task in itself. It is a little bit more of a challenge of timing than anything else, not to say it's hard to get 2 enemies in a row, but you will have to eliminate them between a 3 to 5 second time frame, and that can overall be quite difficult depending on the situation you find yourself in. Now, I definitely think the best way to go about this is to find the players that are obviously in a team. People that are instant wipes aren't going to be the best for this because they're obviously going to get wiped instantly. You're looking for those players that will actually go down. Down players will obviously still count as being in the match. They won't be eliminations yet. So as long as that player does not eliminate themselves, they will continue crawling around, extending the amount of time you will have to get those extra eliminations that you need. So in a circumstance where you down a player and maybe their teammate comes around the corner, you can either get that second down or get that elimination that will count as a team wipe. Eliminating both players will obviously cause that double kill. You have about a 3 to 5 second time frame, of course. So once you down one player, instantly eliminate them, you can turn around to the other person you have down, eliminate them as well, and you should obviously be able to do that in a time frame, which will count as a rapid kill. If you find yourself in the right situations, running across solo players, getting an instant elimination, and maybe obviously getting a second player quick enough, you'll be able to get a double kill that way as well. But I think another tactic that you can use to increase your odds would be to third-party engagements whenever you can. This usually leads to one or both players being weak. If you are managing to take out one of them, you've basically stolen the kill from the other person. They might already be weak as well, and you'll be able to obviously have a better chance of getting that second elimination there. Just remember, if any of the players go down, just leave them there until you get that second elimination. So that way, obviously, you will have a better chance of getting that double kill. Something to keep in mind when you're going for this challenge is you will be using a tactical rifle, so you're not going to want to put a lot of distance between you and the enemy players that you're looking to eliminate. Obviously, due to the fact that this is a tactical rifle, it really relies on the bursts hitting and all of the bullets hitting for it to be really impactful. But the further away you are, the further the bullets have to travel, the less likely you are to hit all 3 bullets from the burst, making the weapon actually a lot more difficult to use than it should be. In those close quarters engagements, you will obviously have a much better chance of actually hitting all of those bullets and be a lot more successful in your gunfights. Now, something I want to recommend that I think will overall increase your odds of being successful with this challenge would be to run dead silence. This gives you obviously silent footsteps, allowing you to sneak up on opponents without them being able to hear you or having any idea where you're coming from for that matter. And this could be extremely useful. Let's say you get a single down and you know there's another engagement coming or a teammate coming. You can pop that dead silence, kind of reevaluate the situation, reposition yourself, and have a better chance of winning that second engagement, which could lead to you getting that double kill. So I think it's a lot of putting yourself in the right position, and dead silence can allow you to do that in a lot of places where maybe someone would be able to hear you and have a good idea of your position. So now we've covered some tips and tricks to make this a bit easier. We've gone over the challenge, you know exactly what to do to unlock it. Let's go ahead and dive into our recommended loadout, which today is going to be with the AUG tactical rifle from Cold War. Alrighty, for our attachments, we have as follows. For the muzzle, we have the agency silencer. For the barrel, we have the 17-inch titanium. For the optic, the axle arms 3 times. For the magazine, it's the NAG 54 round drum. And then last but not least, for our underbarrel, we have that Field Agent foregrip. All right, a couple more things I want to address before we wrap things up here. The reason you guys will be using a Black Ops Cold War weapon in order to do this is you're looking to unlock a Cold War weapon, and the tactical rifles are only available from that game. Even if you could use a weapon from Modern Warfare or Vanguard, it is not advised, as those typically can affect the tracking of the challenge, leading to it not tracking properly, which would lead to you having to play more matches than is being asked. And the last thing I want to touch on is whether or not you could leave the lobby once you've gotten the progress towards your challenge. So once you are confident you got the double kill or better that you need, you can go to where you edit your loadout in game, go over to the tactical rifle, scroll down to the CARV 2, and if it looks like your progress is tracked properly, you can then leave that match that you're in, diving into your next one, overall decreasing the amount of time this should take you. However, if you are confident you've got that double kill or better, or maybe you've gotten even multiple, it doesn't look like the progress is tracked properly, definitely suggest staying through to the end of the match in order to increase your odds of it counting. That way, if it does, you'll have to play more matches than is being asked. Now that's going to wrap things up for us here. We've gone over some tips and tricks to make it a bit easier. We've gone over the challenge, you know exactly what to do to unlock it, and I even gave you guys a recommended loadout to best set you up for success. Thank you guys for all the support in today's video, all the support of the channel, and I look forward to seeing y'all in the next one. Peace.